Hello students, welcome once again to my class. So I am here today with part 10 of Evans Streisand O-Level. So in the last video, we have seen that Evans escaped to a place known as Chipping Norton, and he went to that particular hotel according to the plan that he made with his accomplices. And now he was returning towards his room, and he was very happy. He thought that he had given a slip to the police, he had befooled the police, and he was happily returning towards his room. Now as he went towards his room and he opened the door, there was a big surprise waiting for him. Inside the room he saw the man whom he had not even in the wildest of his dream had expected to see there. So who was there inside his room? It was the governor, sitting on the bed inside his room. Alright? And Evans became as if he turned into a statue. He was so shocked. He was so shocked to see the governor over there. It seemed as if he had turned into a statue, because it was not expected by him. And the governor was very happy to have got him over there. Alright? Now the governor told Evans that if Evans is thinking of running away, then that will be useless, as the whole hotel had been surrounded by police. Police was there everywhere outside the hotel. Even the receptionist whom he had found over there at the hotel was a new receptionist. And according to the governor, that lady was also from the police force. She was an undercover agent. An undercover agent of the police. So police was there everywhere looking on him, so it was useless for him to run. Evans was an overconfident fellow. Understood? He was an overconfident person. After hatching the plan successfully, he was thinking that the police would never be able to reach him. But now when the governor was there sitting in front of his eyes, he was visibly shaken. He was just, overwhelmed. Could not understand what to say or what to do. So he sat down. He understood that he was caught. It was useless for him to try to run away now. So he sat down, to face the governor and answer his questions. He understood now that the governor will surely question him, and he was ready to answer his questions. Now, the governor started asking. Evans started speaking. Evans started telling the governor that the examination paper, the slip which he had left behind, he was sure that the governor must have got the name of the hotel from that particular slip only. And the governor said yes, he did it. Now the governor Evans was very surprised to see that the governor reached the particular hotel where he was staying, because the name of the hotel was the Golden Lion, and there were several Golden Lions at Chipping Norton. So Evans was very curious to know from the governor how come he reached the right Golden Lion. And governor told that if Evans thinks that he is cleverer than the police department, then he is wrong. Because when Evans' friend, disguised as McClary, was telling him the index number and the center number, they understood very easily. The governor later on found out through the Ordnance Survey map that was the reference number of Chipping Norton. The index number 313 and the center number 271 was actually, according to the Ordnance Survey map, was the reference number of this place, Chipping Norton, where Evans was hiding. Alright, so governor said that it was rather foolish of Evans to have taken the police department for granted. He thought that police would never be able to reach him. That was his foolishness. He had taken the police department for granted. Okay. Now the governor was telling that Evans, why did you leave the question paper behind in which the detailed route was written, the route which you were supposed to follow? Why did you leave it behind? Evans smiled and said he did it in order to confuse the police. As I told you before, that Evans was so clever, it was rather foolish of the governor to think that he had left the question paper behind by mistake. It was done intentionally by him because he wanted to baffle the police, confuse the police. Alright. The governor now had several questions. The governor was the governor of Oxford Prison, but still he could not stop himself from, you can say, thinking that Evans indeed was a very clever fellow. What he did was something very clever for a convict, for a criminal to do so. So before moving away from the hotel, the governor wanted to get the last answer from Evans. He wanted to ask him a last question. And what was that question? He wanted to know how Evans managed to pour blood from the head when he actually received no injury. How he managed that? Evans was feeling very happy to see that the plan which he had chalked out, even the police department was unable to understand it, was not able to find out how he managed to get fresh blood inside the cell when Mr. McClary had been thoroughly frisked twice, not only once, twice. So now Evans started telling his plan, how he managed to get that fresh blood. He told the governor that actually the small inflated rubber tube that Mr. McClary was carrying, that contained pig's blood. Okay? And that pig's blood was taken from a slaughterhouse. Now pig's blood gets clotted. Okay, gets clotted very soon. So how to keep it in liquid form? For that, Evans told the governor that they mixed a certain percentage of human blood, and along with that they mixed another chemical. That chemical was trisodium citrate. Okay, and in pig's blood they mixed a certain percentage of human blood and a chemical trisodium citrate, because of which the blood remained in liquid form. And Mr. McClary, that was actually not Mr. McClary, Evans' friend, he carried that blood in that small inflated rubber tube. And Evans was feeling very happy to have befooled the police, to have befooled the governor, to have given them a slip in that intelligent manner. He was feeling very happy for that. So he told the governor that this was the actual thing, that how they managed to get the blood inside the cell, though Mr. McClary, the invigilator, who was actually Evans' friend, had been thoroughly frisked twice. Alright students, the last portion we will do in the next video.